Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round 7 of Pro Play Tour Richmond. So we have a little bit of a treat for you this match, if you haven't already deciphered that by the players and their deck types. Ronaldo is a familiar face here on the feature match. I believe he had the, was it around 5 or around 4?
It was something earlier.
Yeah, it was a little bit earlier. We already saw him playing Orcust in a mirror match and demonstrating a lot of skill in that. But now we have Mario Norman, his opponent. Both of these players, by the way, are at table 1, which means they are both 6-0. And Mario is playing Cyber Dragon.
I'm very excited to see this deck in work.
Yeah, and this is a very interesting matchup because all the Orcust just happen to be machine-type monsters.
Yep,
so
just soak them all up.
Yep, so we are going to see a lot of fun action here. Can't wait to see where we go. Looks like Mario's just finishing up shuffling here. Nim, what do you expect of this matchup?
Man, I expect to see a lot of Chimera Tech Fortress Dragons made. And some very upset Orcust player.
Look at that great handshake there. I'm not sure who won the die roll, but obviously we'll be able to tell. Actually, I don't know. Does Cyber want to go second just blind second?
I don't know. I don't know necessarily blind. Maybe.
I think guessing on that card that we saw on the far right in his hand, I think he's going to go second.
What did you see?
It was an evenly matched.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's
so
evenly
he is
matched.
blinding second. Oh, so here we go. So Ronaldo kicking things off with a boot, and this is what I was alluding to earlier. Salamangreat Almirage is perfect for this now because now it turns any of the Phantom Knights into one-card combos. This is so good because typically these cards were bricks, and now he's just able to full combo otherwise. So strong. Now, obviously, he can't use the boots to search Fogblade, but, like, it doesn't matter because you still get the full combo. That's worth it in itself.
Way more valuable than an extra Fogblade.
Yeah.
So.
And you can still get the Fogblade anyway.
Yeah, you get a Fogblade.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we see him going to Phoenix here. He's going to Phoenix. He might know what he's playing against if he opted to go for Phoenix instead of Cerberus.
Keep it to Cerberus.
Yeah. Interesting side note. He's going to pitch Call by the Grave. Putting Mario on having no hand traps, unless Ronaldo has 2 copies of Call by the Grave, which in which
he could. That's possible.
That could just be extraneous at that point. I feel like Call by the Grave doesn't do too much in the Cyber Dragon matchup. I guess you could possibly stop like a rev system or something, but that's very
like, fringe right
there. Yeah, you're shooting
reaching
for the stars on that one. Mario just happily letting everything go. We see Harp get sent with Nightmare. We see Skeleton come out. This is your bread and butter Orcust combo.
When you're comboing off with Orcust, are you thinking about actually making your plays, or what are you thinking about?
Are you asking me specifically, or just like in general?
What do you think people think about? Do you think like if they think about if they left the refrigerator open or something like that, or?
Yeah, you kind of just go on autopilot mode, you know. So here's the difference in the combo though. So he is going to send Cloak. So he's not playing 2 copies of Boots. Oh, he is, because he's just going to search it. Okay, so there we go. And see, now it's perfectly fine because now you can still just special it, get your second Fogblade. Oh, actually no. I'm not sure if you can, because I'm not sure if Boots is once per turn.
Boots is once per turn.
Yeah, so maybe not, but he's set up for next turn, so it's fine. He's going to special it, though. And if it's not once per turn, we'll find out. I'm pretty sure it is. So Girsu's going to reattach that Skeleton.
Going to put them all in the graveyard.
Yep, get that second Galatea out there. Going to use Galatea, opt to search for either the Babel or the Crescendo. Let's go and see what he opts for here. Going for the Babel. Okay. This could be important, though, because he may not know what Mario's playing, or he may already have the Crescendo in hand.
Yeah.
That's also a possibility. But a lot of Orcust players have been shifting to just setting Crescendo instantly.
Over the Babel?
Yes. Because Orcust is like a known strategy now, people have just been, it's safer just to go Crescendo double Fogblade. But he has 2 back row. Okay, so he might have just hard drawed it. I think in his first game against, I can't remember his name, but in the mirror match Ronaldo played, I believe he was setting Crescendo. But he might have known it was a mirror match, so that could have changed things too. All right.
All right, here's the moment of truth if this evenly match resolves or not.
So we're going to see Mario go in here. Let's see what he's got. I'm excited. Okay, Cyber Emergency. Cyber Emergency is essentially a Rhoda for Cyber Dragons.
It also can add, I think, like Jizukiru, which is interesting.
Because it's like light machines, isn't it? Yeah. It also has the weird clause that if it's like negated, you put it back in your hand or
yeah,
something.
I don't know why that exists, but
I mean, it's kind of
that
cool.
just makes the card really, really
Yeah.
good.
Looks like Mario's contemplating on what he wants to add here.
Gonna
Goes for core.
Okay.
Someone asking in the chat, yes, Battles of Legend Heroes of Revenge is legal for this event. The first event where it is legal. That's why you're seeing Almirage. We tried seeing Invoked player earlier playing Lambda. We saw Dark Sacrifice and Mystic Mindburn, and there's the evenly matched, but there is the crescendo to meet it. The second evenly matched! Oh my god!
That's disgusting.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I think to clarify, this is not a chain.
No, it's
Because
definitely
Crescendo
separate
spell
chains,
speed
yes.
3, so that was just to show off 2 evenlies in hand. Oh, what a blowout. So Mario used an evenly, it got negated by Crescendo and banished, and then Mario activated a second evenly still at end of battle phase.
Player's discussing something.
So it looks like Ronaldo's using the effect of Babel before the second evenly responds, because Babel does make everything quick play. So Ronaldo's probably just trying to get any sort of advantage out of his cards before he loses them, which makes sense. And it looks like he's going to banish his monsters, and then one of the...
He's going to keep the Babel.
He's going to keep the Babel. Interesting. I guess that still allows him to play on Ronaldo's turn, or excuse me, on Mario's turn. He could possibly just resurrect Dingirsu as a disruption. But now Mario's got free range.
Cyber Dragon normally relies on you having a board though, so you can soak it up.
Yeah, and maybe Mario was hoping that Reynaldo would leave a monster, but maybe Reynaldo, being cognizant of the Cyber Dragons, is specifically clearing his monsters so that Mario can't get value out of them.
I'm curious to see what Mario can end on here. If he can end on an infinity, that would be nice. But
So he's going to use Core to add Repair Plant. I mean, he's got, what, 3 cards in hand? Or 4 cards still in hand after the double evenly. Because he searched the Core.
yeah,
Ronaldo just taking a moment to read over all those cards. Repair Plant is kind of a Rhoda, but you need to have it set up first. Core just letting you to add any of those Cyber Spell or traps to his hand. He's going to link it off. We're going to see an Almirage here. Almirage also boosts Cyber Dragons, funnily
I
enough.
didn't even think about that.
Yes.
Yep, there's
There it
Almirage.
is. Yep. This one card is doing a lot for several different decks. It's really cool to see. So there's a Repair Plant. That's what's so nice, because now you get to just get the search off the Repair Plant now, where typically if you had no Cybers, it was a lot more difficult for you to do that. Ronaldo possibly thinking, does he have something in response? We know he plays Ash.
I think if there's any time to Ash, now that would have been the chance to. There.
So there's the Galaxy Soldier, so that possible Infinity play
Yeah,
could be
oh.
coming here. Let's pitch one for Galaxy. Search another one, special the other one. Almirage also gives him a down arrow conveniently
yeah.
enough.
That Almirage is a really, really good card.
It is. It's funny that being a Salamangreat card, it's least used in Salamangreat.
Yeah, that is funny.
Ooh, and he had hers to discard for the Galaxy
That's
Soldier.
so good.
So hers gets him another search. I believe you can also add from Grave as well,
Yeah.
but he's probably going to search most likely. That's pretty strong.
There's the
Oh,
Ash.
there's the
Okay.
Ash. Oh, so he chain blocked. So he made Galaxy Soldier chain link 1 to make sure that this resolved. That was very smart, playing around the Ash. That's so crazy, though, the full value he would have gotten for that play. It looks like he pitched a Cyber Dragon
Yeah,
for
he
that
pitched a
Galaxy
Cyber
Soldier.
Dragon,
Okay. Galaxy Soldier's search effect is only once per turn, but the special summon effect is not. Now, the thing is, he does still have the Babel, and we are going to see him special summon Dingirsu here. And Dingirsu is going to be able to send one of these Galaxy Soldiers.
Just one.
But that's enough to prevent an Infinity, possibly. Mario nodding his head. Okay. Looks like he's just checking through his extra deck now.
Wondering what he can end on from here.
It puts him in a really awkward place, I feel like. He's already normaled. He doesn't have a Cyber Dragon, so he can't clear Dingirsu. And he's just passing. Wow. Just on All Mirage plus Galaxy Soldier. That is not that good. Now, the thing is, Reynaldo doesn't have a lot of gas here.
How many cards does he have in his hand?
I believe he just drew either 1 or to 2. He's going to banish that copy of Boots. So he's going to get himself the second Fog Blade here. Which is nice. Another interruption's good. So I'm curious what else he drew. Because right now his plays are rather limited. I don't think he has any more Orcust cards in his graveyard.
Yeah, I don't think so either, so...
Oh, he has... What
the heck?
Oh, was that Wand?
It might have been a wand.
No, because he added it back to hand.
I can't tell if there's any... I can't tell if a wand's in his banished or something either because the overlay.
Yeah, it's just cropping off like just enough for us not to be able to see it. That's okay, though.
Reynaldo just studying up on his Cyber Dragons.
The only other thing I can think of... Oh, he did... No, he...
Oh, he had a Crescendo.
Crescendo, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. That does lock him into Dark Machines, though. Not that that matters. Orcust is pretty much fully comprised of them, but... So there's a normal summon of Skeleton.
Battle phase.
It's going to swing over the Galaxy Soldier. Interesting choosing to leave All Mirage there.
All Mirage only has 1,000 attack,
I
right?
believe it's 1,000. Might even be less, but I think it's about 1,000. So now we know he has a Fog Blade set.
Yeah.
Babel is also still live, and Symbol Skeleton is back in the grave. So he's got multiple disruptions here. Because even if... Oh, you know what? Reynaldo also might have left All Mirage there so that Mario wouldn't be able to special summon Cyber Dragons. Because they require you to have no monsters on the field.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Also, Core in the graveyard can be banished when you have no monsters to summon one.
Yeah.
So that was actually very intentional. All Mirage does give him a zone, but it doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah, I don't think giving him the zone's going to really change anything. It's the fact that he's keeping a Cyber Dragon off the board, which is really big.
Very good insight here from Reynaldo. Just being cognizant of that.
Oh,
Ooh,
there's the
Yugioh. Okay.
And an Overload Fusion. Oh, that's going to be big, isn't it?
That's going to be huge. It's also an ulti, too. That's pretty. So this is going to allow him to go into a Dark Machine by banishing his machines from the graveyard. So he's going to banish 2. I believe that's going to make a Rampage Dragon.
That is end of regular time regulation. You have another 10 minutes to resolve.
There it is. Now Rampage Dragon has an effect to pop back row. However, Reynaldo does have the Fog Blade, so I'm not sure how much this is going to matter.
Does Rampage target?
I don't remember if it targets or not. But regardless, I think he can just negate the effect.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it targets.
Yeah, so he's going to probably force the Fog Blade there.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Fog Blade comes out. Looks like they're just discussing. That Rampage Dragon also cannot attack because of Fog Blade.
Is he able to contact fuse the Rampage Dragon and the...
No, because there's not a Cyber Dragon.
It
has to be specifically a Cyber Dragon. Yeah, and Mario's just going to pass there. It's unfortunate. That would have been cool to see, but Reynaldo's going to have a nice window of opportunity here because now he can banish the symbol skeleton, get Dingirsu back, and then he can reattach skeleton and then use it again on his next turn if he wants to. Because the Rampage Dragon isn't doing anything. Neither is Almirage. So at this point, Reynaldo can just try to find game. Especially because Mario just gave me 3,300 attack Kaiju.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
that made it significantly easier to do. Looks like Mario's just checking the grave to see what he wants to do.
Mario can't activate Core on Reynaldo's turn, right? From the graveyard?
It's a special summon?
Yeah.
No, that is an ignition
Okay.
effect. If that was a quick effect, that would be kind of nutty.
That'd be really good.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just make all the Cyber Dragons quick effects. How about that? You can contact fuse at at spell speed too.
Make an orchestrated babble for Cyber Dragons. That'd be crazy.
Cyber Babble.
Cyber babble.
That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So Reynaldo's just checking the graveyard here. I think he just wants to make sure he understands or refreshes his memory with what all the Cyber Dragon cards do. You don't see a Cyber Dragon player too often. It almost topped the North American WCQ. It's always one of those rogue decks you have to keep your eye on. Because as you can see here, it's 6-0, so...
I think Reynaldo might be able to navigate. I think he might be able to navigate a kill here, though. I think he can get there.
I believe so, too. I feel like he's in a prime position.
I don't think Mario has a hand either, so there's like... I don't think
yes.
there's anything stopping him from just going off right now.
It depends if he can find a way to do it. I'm trying to think, because if he resurrected Skeleton... Oh, it looks like he's doing a normal. Okay, so it's his turn now.
Okay.
He's going to banish Symbol to get Galatea back.
Galatea, okay.
Okay. He's probably trying to find a way to Borreload. Or, excuse me, Boral Sword. If you could have Boral Sword in tandem with Jizukiru, that would be really nice.
That's going to be huge. Big Boral Sword.
He's got the materials right now for Boral Sword, but he still needs a monster that's significantly large enough to get him there. I believe we also don't know what that set card is, do we?
We don't. I do believe it's an unknown.
Could be just called by the grave.
It could be.
So he's going to link off the Harp.
And the Jizukiru.
Jizukiru.
Yugioh Judge, please. Yugioh Judge.
He could make a second Galatea, or a third Galatea if he has one left. And then he could banish Harp.
He might not have any legal targets to summon.
So he might be at a Galatea.
Maybe he forgot he banished one of the Galateas face down.
Oh, from
earlier in the
evenly.
match, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was going to say you could make another Galatea with those two. Banish Harp, summon Nightmare. And then you have the material for Boral Sword. And then you can just Skeleton summon back Dingirsu, and then you should have it.
It's going to make things a little bit more difficult now, though. He can make Boral Sword with this board currently. Now he can't. He could before.
So he's going for Dingirsu. Let's see which effect he's going to go. He's going to send. Now he could... He has not used an Orcust effect this turn, correct?
No.
Other than Dingirsu.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he hasn't used one that locks him into effects.
I don't think so.
So we're just going to take all the damage. So this is going to be a lot. This is going to be 33 plus 26 plus 18.
He might have actually used Symbol Skeleton this turn. Did he?
Oh, to resurrect the
'cause he didn't
Galatea.
use
You're
it
right.
on
You're
his-
right.
he
You're
didn't
right.
use it on
Yes, he
Mario's
did. He
epics,
did.
So
So 33 would be 47, and then 26 would be 21, and then so he's on 300.
wow. Okay.
Well, he has to attack the All Mirage. So he'd be on 1,300? I believe that's right.
I think so. That sounds right.
Assuming All Mirage is 1,000.
Mario is top decking too, so
Yeah. No, so Ronaldo's going to link everything off here.
maybe he's trying to make something that's not a machine, so he can't just top deck a Cyber Dragon and take
Well,
it.
he can just...
What is that?
That's
that's long gear.
That's long
okay.
gear, so yeah. Well, the problem is, even if he top decks a Cyber Dragon, well, he can literally just, banish Core, summon Cyber Dragon, make Fortress, Mega Fleet.
Oh yeah.
Mega
he
Fleet
can?
doesn't care about typing. Oh, Almirage is 0 attack, according to the chat. So
Oh, Almirage is a weak boy then.
Yep.
So 300.
I think 400 because I think I said Harp was 18, Harp's 17.
So wait, he banishes core, gets a Cyber Dragon, and then makes Mega Fleet.
Well, the thing is, does Reynaldo still have Skeleton plus?
That's what I'm wondering, because if he has a Skeleton, he can just banish.
No,
and
he
give
didn't reattach it with Dingirsu.
Oh, yeah, he didn't.
He didn't, so that could actually be big
Maybe
here.
he miscalculated and thought he had game. Because it was close.
Yeah.
That one back row back there, we don't know what that is, too.
If that's Call by the Grave, he
That'd
could
be
banish the
big.
core before he gets the chance to banish it himself. Cyber Dragon.
Turn.
Cyber Dragon. Oh my
okay,
god,
that's
it's an
just as
emergency.
good.
It's an emergency. So this isn't gonna like win Reynaldo the game, but it's gonna put him back in a position to win.
Mario's only at 400
400 life, yeah.
Gaga Cowboy, it's over.
But Reynaldo's in a position. Oh, he's going for Naster. Okay. The problem is Reynaldo's in a position now where it's just going to be difficult.
Claude Belter, Chris Perita, D'Angelo Hoover.
So he grabs that Naster. He's going to banish Core to special Cyber Dragon.
I think this is where we'll see the Mega Fleet come out.
Jerry Solis.
And then with Naster, he's going to have like such recurability here.
Well, is Nasser the only card in his hand right now?
I believe, because I think he was just top decking that emergency,
Okay.
right? So there's Cyber Dragon. He can make Mega Fleet, then he can normal Naster, summon
back
back,
a machine,
the
yeah.
Cyber Dragon. I mean, that seems pretty good. Oh, so we're seeing Babel effects come down. Oh, he's using Longirsu as a quick effect.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
right. So Mario actually made a misplay there because he put Cyber Dragon in the zone that
yeah.
Longirsu was pointing to.
That's a big misplay to
That
make, too.
absolutely. That honestly could have been the game.
Yeah. Normal summon Naster.
Naster, I mean, is still good. It's treated as a Cyber Dragon.
Yeah.
So like he can still do plays, but this play could have been much more explosive had that not been the case. Oh, he can special summon the Rampage.
Does the Rampage have 21?
Yes, it is.
That's nuts.
It's 21. That's crazy. Now I don't think it has the.
Okay, there's
oh,
impermanence. All right.
That's huge. I think that's
Well, he
game
can
one.
still soup it up into Mega Fleet, can't he?
He can, but ooh, I don't know. Like, yeah, he can make Mega Fleet, but I still think he's.
Yeah, he says, give me that.
So that Mega Fleet's 2,400, 1,200 per material attack over the Orcust Nightmare, which is surprisingly a 2,000 defense monster. But I think is Reynaldo top decking now?
I think he is, too.
He has an Orcust Nightmare engraved, so he can use that to send a Harp. He gets to target the Mega Fleet, funny enough. Does not have to be a monster that you control. It's any monster.
He only has to do 400 points of damage to seal this off.
I know.
There's a symbol skeleton. I'm pretty sure. How much does Gears
Does he
have?
play as 26?
26,
Well, he can just
so
send it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Wow.
Yeah.
So he plays. Does he? No, he shuffled it back with Longirsu.
Oh.
So the synergy. Yeah, he got it back. Because Longirsu requires you to shuffle banished Orcusts back, and now he's using. Oh wow, he's using symbol. Okay.
So I'm going to put that the long gear suit. Oh, and he's going
Symbol
to be able to spin it back.
He
Yep.
can spin it back. I mean,
And that's game right there, I think.
I think Reynaldo is just like. Well, Mario doesn't have any of their cards, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, so that might have been a little bit unnecessary, but I still, wow. The play from both of these players just in game one. Look at that normal summon of Harp, too.
Yep, and there's the.
That's game
see,
one.
Let's go to game
wow.
two. Oh, wow, what a
that
great game
That
one.
might have been my favorite game of the entire
Oh,
tournament
yeah,
so
no,
far.
that was crazy. Just a whole bunch of, display of skill between both of the players.
There is. They play there's some other card in the extra deck that they play.
What is it?
It's not like the craziest board, but it's pretty good. But Mario going second, so it doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, we
Is
could have
that
expected
I think I
that.
saw the electric virus in Mario's hand.
That's a really good side deck card for Orcust,
That
though.
is.
Dingirsu is a machine. Or excuse me,
Yeah,
Galatea is a machine. So electric virus Electric Virus will bait the Crescendo 100% because I would bet money that Mario has a Dingirsu in his extra deck.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah. So light stage for Candina for Corbane.
Some bread and butter stuff going on.
Yep, that's basically full combo for Ronaldo. We don't know if Mario has any hand traps, though. We'll have to see a little bit later on.
Yeah, and I didn't expect to see Cyber Dragons at Table 1.
I did not either.
I think everything else at Table 1's all metal, isn't it? Like a lot of Orcust, a lot of Danger Thunder.
So interesting, if you look, Ronaldo discarded an evenly matched, so he actually
he
thought
did? Okay.
Mario was going to go first. See, that's the mind game with playing a deck like this. So that could have potentially been another combo card, but maybe he decided to go like first or second. Don't know. Cyber Dragon currently 1-0. We are in round 7. Both these players are 6-0. This is Table 1. And oh boy, you guys are in for a treat. This is a very, very good match if you're just tuning in. All 433 you guys tuning in here, thank you so much for spending your Saturdays with us.
Hopefully we are keeping you well entertained.
I know I'm having a blast.
Oh, me too.
And this is the action we wanted to get to. We want to get to the matches like this.
I just like watching high-level Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah, for sure.
I just feel like I'm always learning something.
And both these players are exemplars, I feel, of how both of these decks should be played. Ronaldo being the two-peater on here too. You know, he played a meta mirror match, and now he's playing against some rogue. Very tough rogue matchup, though, I will say.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely not one you see every day.
it's just so unfortunate because your best cards in your archetype are machines. So it just lines up perfectly for Cyber Dragon's game plan. So we have traditional Orcust stuff. He's going to end on the standard Rusty Bardich plus Galatea. 2 Fogblades most likely. Got the Babel. Babel put in a lot of work last game.
Babel was crazy. We were surprised he opted to keep the Babel off that evenly match, but that Babel is what kept him in the game so long, and that's what I think that's actually what allowed him to win it.
I agree.
In the end there.
So Ronaldo's setting 2 cards, so we can assume we have 2 Fogblades and probably a Crescendo.
Drawing for turn. It looks like he drew hers for turn.
Okay, Electric Virus
okay,
coming
E-Virus.
down. If there is, it's going to bait the Crescendo if there is one.
He's going to activate his Galatea.
That's smart. Just get your value out of it. Shuffle Heart back into the deck.
Now he can't activate the Crescendo, though.
Well, I mean, he's going to lose Crescendo anyway.
Yeah.
Because of Electric Virus. Or he's going to lose the Galatea, so he can't activate it. Because
Yeah.
you need a Orcust Link. However,
If Mario does have Dingirsu, that's a free dinghy right there.
then it's good for setup, though, because presumably it's not going to go until it's presumably not going to be over this turn. So the thing is, if Galatea hits the grave, you can Simple Skeleton it back, and then you have it live for your turn to protect your plays. Nice thing is if he does opt to just immediately go into Dingirsu here, he can just force one of the Fogblades instantly. But he might want the Link 2 to be able to Link climb. Look at that. There's a Hers. I think there's a Rev system in his hand,
There's a Rev
too.
system in his hand for sure,
Yeah.
And I can't tell what the other spell is.
I couldn't either. Okay, here we go. Dingirsu coming down. So this is going to force one negation for sure. I like how Ronaldo just picks up all of his back row at once. Okay, so there's Fogblade number 1. So basically, Mario traded in Electric Virus for a Fogblade.
Yes. It's pretty good value.
That's pretty good value, yeah. He also knows that Crescendo's, well, he knows it's there now, but like before when he Electric Virus, he knows that Crescendo is not a
Yeah,
issue.
he only has to work around one more Fogblade, presumably.
So here we go. So now we see Galaxy Soldier with hers. And the Galaxy Soldier is Chain Link 1, and that's going to resolve. So he's going to get to add a Cyber Dragon as well as another Galaxy Soldier. Some very good value there. So now he's going to be able to possibly special summon that second Galaxy Soldier. Ronaldo does have his interruptions, though.
Yeah,
He has Symbol plus Dingirsu. So that could easily just deal with these Galaxy Soldiers here.
Yeah, so when we see this other Galaxy Soldier come out, that'll put him to 3 cards. That might be the time to
Well,
spring the trap.
actually, the Dingirsu can protect his Galaxy Soldiers.
It can.
Yes.
You're right.
That effect is so powerful. It won't protect... it can only protect one of them, though. Dingirsu sends, so you can't protect Dingirsu from another Dingirsu.
And Ben to the front.
Mario really contemplating his plays here. He wants to try to play this properly.
Let's take his time, make sure he...
Okay, here we
goes
go.
through all his
Let's see the
plays.
second one. The biggest question is, how does Ronaldo react? I think Mario is trying to figure out how he's going to react to his plays, so he's trying to force out those negations.
There's Rev System.
There's Rev System, okay. So it's essentially Monster Reborn for Cyber Dragons. Also happens to be searchable from Repair Plant. I also believe it gives it some other effect. I can't remember if it's like it can't be targeted or can't be destroyed by card effects.
I don't know the secondary effect of
It,
Rev
it has
System,
like
but
some like marginal benefit.
Yeah, yeah. Dingirsu's coming back finally here.
In defense, very mindful that Cyber Dragon has high KO potential. So Rusty's going to target one of the Galaxy Soldiers, and then Dingirsu's chain link 2. So he's going to send the Cyber Dragon, opting not to protect with Dingirsu. Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Rev System should be in the graveyard, but I'm sure they'll fix that up.
Yeah, yeah. That's very interesting that he opted not to protect that Galaxy Soldier.
Yeah, I wonder why. Okay, he has a Hers. He can, I believe he can make Hers level 5.
Yeah.
So it effectively accomplishes the same thing. Oh, is that a machine? That's a
Oh
machine,
my,
dude.
the machine dude.
Oh, man, this could be huge. Now, he has Fogblade.
Okay, sure.
I think the Fogblade's significant here to prevent Hers from becoming level 5.
Can't he just grab another one, though?
I'm not sure. I think you can only use... I think Hers is like a once per turn and only once per turn type of clause.
But did he use the effect? Because he activated the machine dude.
Oh, that's true.
So if he didn't declare that, why only one card off a machine dude? Can't he bring out Core as well? He can bring out Core. He can bring out... No, he can't bring out Core. Oh, wait. Is Cyber Dragon Hers not
Cyber
considered
Dragon
Cyber
Hers
Dragon?
isn't considered a Cyber Dragon. I think it's
Okay.
only in the graveyard.
Okay.
It's considered a Cyber Dragon.
That makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so he's going to link off Dingirsu and the Hers for the
okay.
Fortress Dragon. So that Fortress Dragon's on 2K. Also, now that I think about it, the Fogblade was negating Dingirsu, so that's
Yeah.
why he didn't protect it. That makes sense.
Alrighty, Dragon Ball Super players, this is the final round of
So now
Switch.
Fortress Dragon
The top
attacks
16
into-
players will move on to the top playoff event tomorrow.
How much damage is it? How much is Fortress Dragon at?
I thought Fortress Dragon's 1,000 per material.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. He's only at 2,000.
Oh, wait, or did he use the... oh, no, he doesn't have a Galatea.
Give or take. You should see your invite on your app after a
I'm not
week.
sure.
If not, please
Fortress Dragon is
contact
definitely
Ben
1,000 per.
and we will
Yeah.
resolve that for you.
The Rusty wasn't, like, reduced or
Top
anything.
16 will move on. Top
I think I might go ask.
And Rusty's not a machine.
as well.
There has to be something we're missing.
Yeah, I'm going to go ask what life is just to keep track.
Sure. So there's Cleefort Genius. One of the staple Link 2s for the machines.
Welcome to the final round. You have 60 minutes. You may begin.
Ronaldo just giving that a quick read here. What is life, Mr. Nim Nim?
Reynaldo says he's down by 15. We must have missed something earlier, but
Reducing the attack of the... You say he's down by 15?
yes, he's down by 15. So
So
he's at
65? Okay. You missed a Cleefort Genius being summoned, and there's a Mystic Mine being given to him by the set rotation
John
here.
Patterson to the front, please. John Patterson to the front.
Yep, set rotation's been putting in a lot of work this weekend.
Yeah.
So is Mystic Mine, but you know I don't want to say that.
I still wish that rotation was at more than one. feel like that'd be such a cool card to bring back at multiple numbers. No traps in the graveyard, I think, so he's able to bring back that thing. No, wait, he has a trap.
3,000. Hers has.
Oh, he has a trap. He's able to activate it still. I just don't think he can activate it from hand.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
You can activate it set. You just can't activate it from hand with no traps in grave.
Please move to end of match procedure.
Now I think about it, if he had the life points, he's at 65. Oh, you know what? He had to have used 3. Oh, Ronaldo had his own Dingirsu from when he disrupted.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that would make the the Fortress Dragon 3K, and then that would be because when you count, that makes sense now. But now Ronaldo just making the Cerberus. Cerberus cannot do anything about that Genius.
That Genius is the big brain there. It's just sitting there.
Now the thing is, he's already exhausted, unless he plays like another Mermaid or something. But it looks like he's going to banish Fogblade to summon Crescendo.
Rusty.
Or excuse me, Rusty.
Yeah, Rusty back.
Why I said Crescendo. And it looks
some
like
more
they're just going to
damage,
attack.
okay.
So I believe that is 300 plus 16.
Yeah, I think Genius is 16. So 700, so 73, right?
21 minus 6, or 21 minus 18 is 3, and then plus so 60. I believe he's on 61. Because Genius is 18.
Oh yeah, and the attack of Cerberus, yeah.
Yeah. So 21 minus 18 is 3, and then plus 16 is 19.
Very close game right now.
He's got
Just
that Cyber
windmills
Dragon.
the Cyber Dragon.
Just slams that down.
No machines on Ronaldo's board though.
He can still make a Mega Fleet. Doesn't matter.
Sure can.
And there's an emergency. Okay.
Something to note is I think we're getting rather close to time limit too.
Yeah, because that game 1 took a very long
Yeah.
time, and we are still on game 2 here.
See players, they're starting to play a little bit more hasty there.
I was going to say, it looks like he's just like slapping everything down. Look at the emergency. Are they in time?
They might be.
Is that why?
The head judge is right next to them, and he gave him an additional time. Are all the regular Yu-Gi-Oh players in time limit? Did you hear them call time?
Much. I'm not sure. No,
there's the
Mario's just
handshake.
gonna
Yeah,
scoop
so
it.
unfortunately, time limit there, I think, is what,
And Ronaldo was up, so
even just by a little marginal amount there.
yeah. Even so, it would have gone. It would have been a draw.
Yeah.
So both of them would still have been in a great position. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I would say that was my favorite match that we've seen of the entire day.
Yeah,
I don't know about you.
I would like to see the rest of it, but of course, time limit's a thing.
Yeah, I would have loved to see it come to a definitive conclusion. But I
Both
mean,
players, though, really exciting to watch that match. Like, that was a really, high-level
yeah.
match.
And it also goes to show just, that one placement of Cyber Dragon
That
literally
it
made the
literally-
entire
yeah.
difference in
He-
that game
he-
1.